1, 2, 3, and.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Kid and Dre. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot that's been going on, a lot of stuff upcoming. Dre, TJ, what's up? How y'all doing?
What's going on, Josh? What's going on, nephews?
What's good? What is good?
How's the new year?
It's been good. Been good. How about you guys?
Looking good.
Looking good,
man. Can't wait. We got All-Star coming up here in about a month?
Super Bowl in the Bay Area.
Super Bowl in the Bay. It's been a lot going on in the past few weeks. It's crazy.
Exciting times.
I'm not gonna lie, TJ, you lagging.
I know.
I think we should. Because it's kind of. I mean, unless I ain't cut all this, but unless you guys want to keep going with it like that, it's up to you.
Might as well. We here.
Yeah.
All right, we cut it. All right, so what should we get into first, y'all? I mean, I like to start off with this All-Star, just to get Dre going. Some might say LeBron ruined the All-Star game, man. That's something I seen on social media not too long ago.
The only person I heard say that was Kevin Durant, and as you know, the Celtics and the Heat have a rivalry. That's everyone knows that. KG himself said, with All-Star games, they're on one side, they're on the other. There's a respect level, but so to say he ruined the All-Star game, I think is a little far-fetched over one play.
I don't want to say ruined it entirely, but he ruined the competitiveness. I mean, let me ask you a question, though. I mean, a lot of people looked up to LeBron. LeBron was, he came in the league. He was top prospect, things of that nature. And then you got a guy like Kobe, who's the vet, top guy, slap the floor when you get the ball and you passed it. I mean, if
you replay the play, LeBron was in the process of about to pass the ball anyway. I mean, look at it. All I said is you can look. I mean, when it comes to Kobe and LeBron, I'm a Kobe guy. They're both Lakers, but at the end of the day, I always say just look at the head-to-head matchups. When there was no All-Star game, for real. As far as wins and losses, averages on points, rebounds, and assists, and that should tell you, who was serious.
What you think, TJ? What you think?
I think that I wish LeBron would have held up his end of the deal in was it 2009 when Orlando played the Lakers and it should have been Cleveland.
I think he had us two and my two granddaughters as other starters on the team.
He had professional NBA players on the team with them.
If you guys can name one off the top of your head, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, we got
Larry Hughes.
They went through the same process as he did to get to the same career.
No. Bron came out of high school, was a chosen one. We don't have to go through all that. I'm just saying, when he's gone, you guys are going to miss him. Let's put it like that. People going to miss him because I've never seen someone so criticized about nothing. Like, he can't do nothing. I feel bad for him in that aspect because all he did, was play basketball. That's all he does, just play basketball.
Yeah.
He's a great basketball player.
I think he's a great human being, like the things he does off the court.
He's a great basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a great basketball player. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it's
I mean, he's the GOAT to me. LeBron was the GOAT.
I think, Dre, he's all-time great, but he's not the greatest of all time.
That's a good way to put it.
You know who don't lie is numbers. Numbers don't lie.
But
you're right.
You can put them anywhere you want to, but they don't lie. Points, rebounds, assists. I mean, most fourth quarter. I mean, you guys will miss him when he's gone because there'll be no one to talk about. And, you guys overlooked the gambling guy. Texas Hold'em. You guys overlooked him.
That's the true greatest of all time, though. We got to overlook. Sometimes some things get overlooked like that. Those are petty things.
I think when you cheat the
sport, enjoy.
How is he the greatest and he retired 3 times?
He, was going through some things in his life. It's not easy.
Like every other professional.
Okay. And so he had a lot more pressure on him, like you say, your guy LeBron is, because he was ranked up here. I mean, it's Michael
Who had more pressure, LeBron or 23?
23, of course.
Well, the only reason I think that like they both had a sustainable amount of pressure on them. But you look at they talk about the Bulls in the 90s like the Beatles.
Okay.
What of
I mean, all their songs was hits. You know what I mean? Like,
oh well, yeah, no, absolutely. They lost in 95. I believe it was 95, right? Was it 94 or 95?
Jordan went to go play baseball because he wanted.
No, after when he first came back.
Okay.
He was arrested
from the suspension.
That was back when Houston won. That was when Houston won 2 in a row.
Back to back.
Yeah.
That's when he was on the out for the gambling suspension.
He was playing baseball.
Huh?
Or he was playing baseball.
What if LeBron went and played tight end for the Cowboys?
He should have.
He would be in the uproar.
What's wrong with that?
Why didn't he?
Exactly.
Because he's a basketball player. Since he's been in high school, he's been touted as the chosen one. And he's lived up to it since high school. In high school, I think Jordan got cut, they say, or it goes with the story. Oh, and he worked really hard and he did all this kind of stuff. Like, come on.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he worked really hard.
He got cut, they say.
Hey, man, everybody has failures in their lives. Like you said, it does go with the story. It's very inspirational. I mean, it motivated me.
I don't think so. And then you go, you know what? I'll take us plus 7. I don't think that's inspirational. I don't think, hey, David Stern needs to talk to you. You know what? I'm going to go play baseball. Greatest. So you guys, the greatest basketball player ever decided during his career he wanted to go play baseball.
But to that point, let me say something about baseball. It is not easy to hit a baseball.
It's not. I mean, it depends. If you're a baseball player, yeah. I think I can hit a fastball right now.
We'll have to test that theory.
Whoever you want. Hey, break
it. To the cages. No, we're going to the cages.
You don't want to go to the cages. I'll knock that shit. I'll hit some beat on it. I'm telling you.
We'll have to test that theory.
You have to get a live picture. But then, I just don't understand. I'm done talking about this, but how do you go from the greatest basketball, competitive, to, you know what? I think we're going to retire and go play baseball. That doesn't make sense. I mean, think about it. Think about it. What professional athlete have retired? So you know what? I think I want to go fly kites, or I think I want to go do this. Like who? Talking about the greatest basketball player ever. I'm going to play baseball.
He was.
But Dre, hold on. So is it not impressive that he was able to walk away after winning 3 in a row and then come back and win 3 in a row?
Here's the thing: why didn't he win 4? Go for 4. He's so competitive. He's the greatest.
He lost his father. There were things going on in his life, man. He don't know what baseball did for him at that point in time.
Nothing. Just showed he couldn't hit a curve.
Hey, he batted like 200, I believe.
Yeah. 2 out of 10 is, you know what? You're not starting on my team, or you're batting 9th on my team. If you bat 200, 2 out of 10.
You're on the team.
10 times you go come through twice. You're batting 8th or 9th.
Hey, as long as he's on the team, though.
Oh, here's a trophy. Everybody gets a trophy. Participation. I just don't think that. I think if any other athlete would have retired 3 times, and you guys didn't he play for the Wizards too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
He retired 3 times, and he did play for the Wizards, but he owned the team, a percentage of the team. I mean, he was trying to bring him back.
Well, so after he played, he didn't own Jack with the Wizards. I don't know what happened with that either.
We're not sure, but we don't want to speculate. Hey, so
we've all seen semi-pro.
Huh?
we've seen semi-pro.
But Will Ferrell.
No, I never saw that. But I mean,
you gotta watch.
I just want LeBron, if he ever during his career, to say, you know what, I'm gonna go play football, and was a half-ass tight end. I think people would just be riding him, and then the man starts pouting when Sports Illustrated says bag it. I don't want to talk to them anymore because they said something mean about me.
Well, I mean, that's what LeBron do on the court all the time. He cry and weep and moan all the time.
Still cordial. He still talks to those who talks about him. He still.
I don't think he got much to say to Stephen A, but that's a whole nother subject. But
he said much to Stephen A.
Question no.
Well, to that point, though, I will say, I mean, I respect the fact that LeBron checked him about his son.
Right, which he should have. You know what I mean?
Because I think at the end of the day, like, it can't be easy for Bronny.
No, and you know what? That guy, Jordan's sons didn't play in the NBA. They play basketball.
Heck, I didn't play in the NBA.
They're too busy.
That's true. But but speaking of that, changing gears just a little bit, right? And speaking of kind of getting back on the All-Star tip, what are the votes in yet? Do we know who's going?
Luke, I think Luke is the leading vote getter in the West, but that's not surprising.
A Laker, yeah.
And then I think
Giannis is in the East.
Yeah, Giannis, I think in the East. But I think the format's stupid. I think that this tournament, the format is stupid. Let's just go back to East versus West, please.
Exactly.
And you know what? Since they got the cup for $500,000 for the winning team, you might as well do that for the All-Star game. I mean, that's the only incentive I see left.
Well, they get money. They get money.
No, I'm talking about winner and loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. That'd be hopefully that'll make it competitive.
Winner, 500, loser 100, or 200. Make it a big difference. And even though a lot of guys got bonuses in their contracts for making the All-Star team, but that's the only way I see this thing to be competitive and be somewhat able to watch, because I know the last few All-Star games I went to, I didn't go to. Right? I was in the city. Somehow them tickets got lost or sold.
No, I think here's my pitch to fix All-Star. East versus West.
Yeah.
Have the winning conference get home court advantage in the finals.
Well, let's say you ain't going to the finals, right? You ain't going to the playoffs. I mean, does that an incentive for somebody like who's Steph Curry? Incentive for him because the Warriors not going nowhere. So
I already knew you was finna like.
I mean, that's the first worst team that's come to my head is the Warriors. So
what about yours? How are y'all doing?
In third place. Third.
Yeah, all right.
And we're gonna make a move at the deadline. But
nobody
like somebody, I'm just saying, hypothetically, like the Warriors, that I know we ain't going to the finals, may not go to the playoffs. What's his incentive? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, all right, well,
I understand the incentive. I and to that point, like, you have guys. I mean, look at the East. No one would have expected Toronto to have the year that they've been having. Detroit. Like, you have teams that usually are the team that are below that red line.
True.
I think we're getting to a point now in the league where it's starting to balance in terms of the talent across the board. Where it's really anybody's championship. I mean, with the exception of obviously Oklahoma City and Denver.
And the Lakers. But think about this. Let's just say me and TJ were in the East, and I blew a jump shot or a layup, and I'm like, damn, T, look like you ain't get home court advantage, and my team and your team got a rivalry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's it. I think money's the incentive, just like you saw in the cup.
I mean, we're giving these guys make a ton of money.
Yeah,
they make a ton of money, and I don't think throwing more money at them is going to make them play harder.
I think if you add the money in with what you said with the home court advantage, TJ, I think you do have
because they do it in baseball. They do it in baseball. They do it in baseball. They do it in baseball where AL and NL play, and I mean they go through about 100 pitchers in the All-Star game, and But I think with basketball, since the rosters are smaller, the game is going to be competitive regardless if these guys actually decide to show up and they want to play.
Yeah.
That's another shot, T. I caught that too.
Because I think at the end of the day, like we have to, like the All-Star game, like it used to feel prestigious.
Well, you were hyped to watch it. You were hyped.
Well, yeah, like there was a stretch. I think, and I'm also like, I need Nike to just let them wear their own jerseys. We gotta like the generic ones, like those. I think it was 2000, 2001. And then I don't know if they did it in 2002, but like where the guys got to wear their own jerseys, like making it feel like a real pickup game.
Yeah. I mean, it just definitely needs some adjustments.
Because the tournament format is boring.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to my mind is money. Even if they're doing international versus United States, it's still,
it's lopsided.
Sure.
Seriously, like, all right, well, I mean, come on. I think the incentive is always like the cup, people will be like, oh, I'm about to get 500,000, I'm gonna do whatever with this 500,000. It's an incentive to me. But I think that the home court advantage, and there's not too much you can do after that. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of players don't want to get hurt during the All-Star game. So.
And then I know that I saw something. They said that they want to move it to after the season, and that's bullshit.
They want to move it to where?
After the season, and I'm like, no one's gonna care.
Or what they should do? Just vote the motherfuckers and don't have no game. He's an all-star. He's an all-star.
Just get rid of All-Star Weekend altogether.
Man, that kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have a 3-point in the dunk contest. The dunk contest usually is somewhat entertaining, but other than that, I mean, don't have no game. These.
I think to the point of like the 3-point and the. Like I think with the dunk contest, I went to the All-Star like stuff last year in the Bay, and Mac McClung did that dunk where he jumped over the car in the first round.
Yeah, so it's nothing left.
Like that, like that's with like the fact that he had to do that in the first round speaks to how bad it's gotten in terms of like. Because like the building was pretty much empty, like it wasn't like it wasn't the same feel as like of the All-Star games of old. And I remember All-Star in 2008. I was there in New Orleans, and like you felt the excitement about the dunk contest. You felt the excitement about everything. The skills challenge was a little slow, but it was. But like that was back when they did all the other stuff too, like the shooting stars and all that.
Too much. I mean, skills challenge, they all got skills. Motherfuckers can dribble.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you have to have some sort of skill to. And then
you think about the dunk contest. You got Mac McClung, like this motherfucker's a G League player, right?
Yeah, he's a professional dunk contest winner. I think that.
You know what I mean? But just have the best dunkers in the world come or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just you want to have that.
I just hate the fact that we have to beg to have guys that want to be in the dunk contest. Like
that's your second shot of my man LeBron, man.
Oh no, I mean we're getting I mean if you want to get if you're getting defensive about it, but I didn't bring him up.
I did. If the shoe fits. Shoe fits.
Like Vince Carter, like I Vince, that's my guy. That is my guy. Like
I was there.
I know that I was probably way too young to even remember anything about that weekend. But with Like, I mean, just the way that dunk contest is talked about, like,
bro.
I mean, and to me, he's the greatest dunker of all time. Like, I think, like, he is without a doubt, like, he was put on this earth to throw down the most amazing dunks we'll ever see.
Not to cut you off, but when people walked out the Coliseum, it was a buzz. Like he turned that out. Like
that was the one in the Bay too, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think it was 2000, but that one, I mean, everybody was out their seat. Everybody was. I mean, he put on the show. That was that was the best dunk contest I've ever seen. And then I was fortunate to be there.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, something like that. People are leaving talking about that. Like that was a show. That was a show.
Yeah.
But that's what All-Star Weekend used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Like where you had guys talk, like you left feeling like, oh, that was fun. Like the events were fun. Like you didn't care. Like a lot of time now, I feel like people just they go to the parties and then they do what they need to, they're contractually obligated to do, and then they go. I think we gotta like somehow bring the fun back to All-Star Weekend.
Well, the parties are fun.
Well, those are there. Those are there. Those are always there.
Yeah. I haven't been to All-Star party in a long time, but when I used to go to All-Star, I mean, it was good times.
You got anything crazy? Any stories that you can remember?
I just remember the first All-Star weekend I went to, me and TJ Pops, like, we came together, and I didn't see him until we were leaving. Like, we got there Friday, and I think we left Sunday or Monday, and that's when we saw each other. We stayed in the same room.
Damn.
Like, it was just like, oh, and Shaq was our next-door neighbor.
How was that?
I had some visitors, and Shaq was like, hey, come here. And, somebody 7 feet tell you to come here, you coming. I walked over to him, and he was like, hey, I'm coming in your room for a minute. And he just, I remember coming there chilling for a little bit and, just had a couple laughs with him. But, the best All-Star weekend to me was probably New York, my first one. Destiny's Child was singing. No one knew who they were. And they were walking around like with these little dresses, not little dresses, but dresses on. I want to say they were like probably teenagers. It was just 98. So same thing. Like sometimes you just get lost from the people that you come with. You just get different directions and, end up seeing people. I will say TJ's grandmother, it was the last day and I'm going up the elevator and I'm trying to go to my room real quick and she's going down to go home on her flight. I'm coming home, from the night. It's like 5 a.m. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, going to my room. He was like, yeah, I'm going to the airport. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to grab my stuff. And I wasn't. I was like getting home for the night. Yeah. I just remember being kind of embarrassed about that. But All-Star Weekend is always fun, man. I mean, I've probably been to just a couple of games.
Was that lit, huh?
Just Vegas was a good one. Just having fun and going to different parties and seeing friends and people we haven't seen and new friends. Just
Hey, so speaking of All-Star though, I think I've seen something in the news saying that Cooper Flag had some votes. And if he did, it would be like the first rookie to be an All-Star in like a decade or something like that. Do you guys think that Cooper Flag is worthy? Has his game shown? He's doing a lot better than that first start, obviously, but is he an All-Star?
I don't think he's one of the top 12 players in the West. No.
What about you, TJ?
I mean, he's had a lot thrust upon him, I think, in his first stint, his first go around in the league. I mean, I got to give him credit for being able to handle the storm that I'm sure that it has been for them. He's absolutely. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player. I just don't know this year.
Yeah, I don't think he's a top. Sure, is it 12 players on each side? I don't want to think he's one of the top 12 players in the West. He'll get his time, and then if they are pushing him to be all-star, I think they're trying to push him to be, on the same level of LeGoat, and that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's not there. I'll give you that.
But he's only 19 too. He's very talented. I think he's very good.
And I think, I mean, with him too, like he's only going to get better. I mean, if I'm a Mavericks fan, which I don't think I would admit to being, I think he is. It's honestly like I would be excited. I'd be excited because he's the future, and they got to build around him.
Are you trading AD?
Oh,
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of confusion. There seems to be a lot of confusion on what's going on down there. I mean, at first I thought they were competing for a championship, but I don't know what's going on now.
Well, I know, their coach and Coop have gotten really close, seemingly.
Oh, with the rookie wall.
The rookie wall.
Yeah, rub it down.
Oh no, I knew this was coming. Pause.
What is the rookie wall, man? I've never heard
the rookie wall is, in college you play 30, 35 games.
Mm-hmm.
And usually by January you're 30, 35 games in the NBA. So you got a whole another 4 months of playing. So you got another 40 games. And so they call a rookie wall like, okay, you've played more, you're about to play more games that you ever played before in your life. You're playing, at a higher competition. You're playing every other day. You're traveling. So they call a rookie wall like, maybe when a rookie gets tired or, may check out for a minute, zone out for a minute, or, maybe get fatigued or something like that.
Why are you doing so many suggestive things to the wall though? Why you can't?
So to be fair, I think what he meant was like he needed to embrace the challenge of like.
But he did say embrace it after.
No, not the wall.
The adjectives.
Well, like in terms of like when like he feels this exhaustion, which he's gonna feel, and like I don't know. I saw it, and I knew what he meant. I don't know if it. I know. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
no.
Embrace the wall. Embrace
the challenge. Embrace the challenge. I think that's what he meant. I hope that's what he meant.
Yeah, that's what he said. You said what? Rub it, touch it, embrace it, pump it.
I'm
just kidding. I mean, sometimes our words are.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Hard.
Pause. But as far as back to the Mavs though, so you think they're rebuilding now? I mean that's obviously
I think what they do with AD, but the thing is he's owed a lot of money the next couple of years, and
they're rebuilt. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Trey, but
they're like. I think he just got hurt, like walking, like when he got out the shower the other day. Like he just gets hurt all the time for nothing. Like, ow, you know what I mean?
But oh man, AD. I feel for him though, because he's a great player when he's on the floor.
He is.
He's a great player when he's on the floor. But I mean, what they're rebuilding with, it seems to be the same company that's doing the East Wing of the White House.
Like I said, I had them going far in the playoffs and maybe to the championship. healthy with Kyrie, AD. I didn't know Cooper was going to be this good. And the pieces they have, Christie, PJ Washington, Gafford. I think they have a really talented team.
I think so. I think so too.
But injuries are a part of the sport, and unfortunately, that's happened with them.
Yeah. And they can't. I just think it'll be hard for them to, like you said, AD's owed a lot of money, and he's so injury prone. It would be hard for them to get rid of him. Like, how do you trade him? And he's. I mean, how many more years would you think he has left?
I don't know. I mean, you saw the injury the other day. You're just going through the hole and
yeah.
I
mean, I don't really watch them, so I saw a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. The injury. He just seems a little. It's almost like I know he's not, but like he's acting like. Shit, third quarter, I'm probably go out there and
That's why I took him under that game.
I'm third quarter, I'm probably go out there and fuck up my calf. I don't know. So I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, and he doesn't, but it's just I feel bad for him in that aspect. Like, it's just bad luck. But then you think about a lot of players through history that have injuries that ended their career. At least he's still out there and he's you know what I mean? So.
I'm hoping that he is able to just figure it out and get healthy and stay healthy the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm talking about his career. I'm not talking about this season. I don't know what's going on with this season, but yeah,
it's not looking good. Dang. So who else do you guys like? Have you seen that you like this season? Or who we like? For you, Andre, you don't have to voice about your Lakers.
I mean, I like San Antonio. I like the how they're doing with the three guards and Wemby.
Searching for Antonio, I found Blue Bayou, him, Friday Night Lights.
Andre in there talking to Alexa.
What? What's going on?
they tapping in.
The guy. Who was that motherfucker?
That's Alexa.
No, that was a man.
We're adding a fourth host. He's artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
But I don't like him. This motherfucker don't talk.
But
I like San Antonio. I like Detroit. I like Detroit a lot. They pieced a good team together. And I kind of like the Kings a little bit, even though my man Schroeder did what he did to Luka the other night. Coming back to Africa. Go ahead, my man, yeah. Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Huh? Amistad. You're like, why you do that to Luka?
Well, I think they've been going. They've had some predated beef, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Schroeder, and the reason being is because he came out with that comment about how he doesn't get the love in Germany like Dirk because he's black, and I'm like, no, you ain't good as Dirk. You know what I mean? Like that's why you don't get the love like Dirk.
It's actually true. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, his ass should have signed that deal. So. Yeah. Luka wasn't telling him nothing that, no one else, that was your fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what he's on, his 10th team?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's up there for sure. He's moved around a lot.
I mean, a lot of those guys, they complete the uniform rainbow.
Yeah, Golden State, LA, Brooklyn.
Atlanta.
Yeah. You heard Jeff T kind of say he kind of didn't really care for him a little bit. Yeah, he just seemed like, and he ain't like that either. How you from Germany with that little shit in your hair? And you're not like that. You're not.
Speaking of like that, man, what's going on with my boy Ja, man? What do we think? What do we think about? I mean, I ain't really heard nothing lately on him, but I feel like that he's just stuck in in purgatory.
Not for long.
I think Miami is where he wants to go.
Now, do you think he wants to go because it's Miami, or you think he wants to go for his team?
To quote Shannon Sharp, both.
So him and Big Usher can really be on the front row.
Yeah, no, I think that I don't know. I think Memphis, because I think Memphis is in a weird spot because they're good. They're good when they're together, but like when they're not, they're just they're bottom rung of the league.
Yeah.
So would you trade Jaren Jackson or Ja or both?
I think both.
Yeah. Try to get some
I
pieces.
think you blow it up.
Yeah, I think that's the most logical. If I'm Memphis, I'd blow it up and then rebuild.
I could see him in Houston. I could see him in Minnesota.
Oh, him and Ant would be a fun 1-2 punch in Minnesota.
But would they get along? How would the locker room look? Will be my concern about that.
That's Ant's team. So as long as Ja went there knowing that.
Exactly. Does he know that though?
I mean,
I think so.
I think he would
He be humble enough.
Yeah.
I think him getting traded would humble him. You know, or does he go to Atlanta?
Well, Atlanta seems to be in a lot of different sweepstakes right now. They just traded Trae Young to Washington, which that was a little. I mean, that was one I was not really surprised, but kind of surprised.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty. I don't know, surprising for me for sure.
I think Ice Trae, you know, that kid Jalen Thompson's good. You know,
Yeah,
that's true too.
The guards they have, so I think that they're, you know, the time was coming. He played 8 years there. He was,
yeah.
You know, he did his time. So you know, 8 years is a long time to play.
But he said that Washington was his preferred destination.
That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do they have? What are they? Yeah,
what is he saying? What is he saying that we don't?
Exactly.
The White House. That's all I can say.
Oh man,
I ain't never heard about I want to go to Washington.
Yeah, that's a little strange. So where do you think the team will be for him then, or where do you think he would be a good fit? Yeah.
Jock, I mean, if he's in Houston, that's dangerous. I can also see him in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando.
Well, I don't think Orlando doesn't necessarily need him.
No, but that might be nice to watch though.
No, that puts him back with Bane, and you know, so nah. Off the top of my head, I'd say Houston and Minnesota. That's off the top of my head. Can't think of anywhere else.
Speaking of Houston, right? I don't know if you guys. I know this is changing subjects a little bit, right? But I don't know. Not too long ago, KD did an interview, and I don't know if he was trolling or not, right? And there was many aspects of the interview, but this part stuck out to me. And you know, everybody get the hair, and they don't ever get a haircut, and he addressed that. But then he went on to say he didn't shower for a few days and stuff like that. You think he was trolling, or what was?
That's something. If you did do to me personally, I'm not gonna tell. And then, you know, if I'm at home for a couple of days, I'm still gonna bathe or shower.
I'll be feeling like he's just so fed up with like media and just everything. I don't know. I feel like he kind of just be.
I think he was serious because he don't. I mean, I always want to take a brush and just, you know, do a couple of strokes on the head. You know what I mean? But then that's KD. He ain't got to do that shit too. But I mean, it'd just be nice to, you know, wave it up or not wave it up, just brush it. You know what I mean?
Get it to
just you know. But if you're at home for a couple of days, I'm thinking you have some company maybe. Gotta wash up, KD.
He must be in that studio heavy.
still got to wash it up because you still gonna have company possibly. You know what I mean? He's a bachelor, right? You gonna have some company.
Yeah, he might.
Wash him up.
What do you think? I just said. What did who said that he shouldn't have to carry the team at that?
Udoka.
Yeah. What do we think? What y'all think about that? I mean, I don't think he should have to carry it, but I mean, shit.
Well, I think
he's the guy.
I mean, it's interesting because he is. I mean, obviously an all-time great when it's all said and done, and I think he gets a lot of undeserved flack for decisions that any other human being would have made in his position. I think that's just my opinion.
You talking about like the OKC to Golden State?
Oh, I 100% think anybody in his position would have done that.
Remember that was up 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I'll take that back. If he did do that move, I think he should have stayed there longer because.
Yeah, I get you that.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, didn't you leave a definite, chance to win multiple championships to go to Brooklyn and possibly win championships? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I think with Brooklyn, it was a better idea on paper
than it actually turned out to be.
Yeah. And
you know what?
I wanted to see them win. I would have loved to see them win in Brooklyn. Like that would have been great.
But here's the thing too. I shouldn't get deep into it, but I think that was like a Rockefeller move because he was with Rockefeller, who represents him.
Yeah.
And first he was going to New York, and then it was Brooklyn was the next place. So it's like, okay, since I can't be in New York, I'll go to Brooklyn. But I just, personally, I always says like, I think that was a Rockefeller play, for him to kind of represent Rockefeller, which is nuts because, I mean, not saying Jay-Z and them weren't capable of being agents because there's a lot of agents out there. All you need to do is just get certified. I remember at the time, I remember Spike Lee was trying to be an agent with your father. He had called the house a couple of times. So
Spike Lee, the director.
Yeah. When your dad was coming out, he called the house. Matter of fact, because I saved the messages. I don't think Pops called back on the first one, so he called again. It's like, Jason, this is Spike Lee. And he's like, message and all that. And at the time, I remember Puffy was going to try to get in the representation, and Spike. Puffy would have been at the AAU tournament. Oh no, I'm looking at the 12 and under. I'm just but yeah, Spike and Hammer were at the time, I think, when we tried to get in. So this is way before Rockefeller.
Yeah.
And they were heavily influenced, but I do remember Spike calling the house a couple of times. I was going to tour around with getting in the representation, and all it takes is one. So
true.
True. But yeah, so I think, but back to what I was saying, I think that's a Rockefeller. That was a Rockefeller move, or them kind of influencing him. New York, new team. Where to me it was crazy to walk away from what they had because they had arguably the three out of the top 10 greatest shooters of all time on that team, with Durant, Clay, and Curry.
Yeah.
And, to me, I think the sale Jerry West sold him was, just because you add longevity to your career, you're going to play 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to play 3 quarters. You're going to go back-to-back championships.
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP twice. Steph kind of did what D-Wade did with LeBron. Do your thing. I'm still going to do mine over here. I'm not going to get in your way. And like I said, that was lethal. That was probably –
that was crazy.
I hated that, man.
Oh, I think a lot of basketball fans still have nightmares about those Warriors teams.
Yeah, and people don't remember they had Boogie Cousins, but Boogie had got hurt.
Yeah.
Time with them, and I was like sick.
Oh yeah, because they basically just put together the Western Conference All-Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you don't get along? How you didn't want to stay there and you want to leave? I didn't like coming from Oklahoma when you're up 3-1 and you go join them.
I understand the gripe with that, but at the end of the day, like we're all gonna make moves that we think that are best for ourselves at the end of the day.
I think you should have told Russ though. I'm
the logistics of it, like with that stuff, like absolutely. I mean, I don't think I'm like just up and leaving. Like, but I think. But I mean, if Steph wants me to come play with them and they're going to the finals all the time, I'm like.
But here's the thing: you could have went to the finals with y'all. You had to win one more game. You was up 3-1. You know what I mean? Like you the dog on that team. Then all right, well I'll just go play for them. Like to me, that was kind of weak. And I see the gripe. You know, when they was calling him cookie or cupcake or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean. To me, that was kind of cupcake. Now, if that had been a goat, they wouldn't still never let him live that down.
I mean, if memory serves us correctly, there was an ESPN like primetime event that happened.
Look, if I'm carrying 4 or 5 people on my back gets tired, right? I don't want to carry all these people all the time. So I want to go somewhere where I can, oh, wow. No one's on my back. You know what I mean? I can play freely. I can learn to win. But the thing is, LeGoat left, came back, won a championship.
Well, he made it right. Yeah, he made it right. He did make it right.
KD go back to OKC. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, he might join them now. You never know.
I think him. I mean, that's an interesting thought. Him with that group that they have, I think would be a very fun 5 to watch.
Are you trading Chet Holmgren?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you got to trade. Yeah.
I'm getting rid of him for KD.
What about for Giannis, which is possibly real?
Well, Oklahoma City has picks. City.
So who would you trade for Giannis? Would you trade if you're Oklahoma? Are you giving them Chet and Jalen Williams?
I think no. You try and hold on to Jalen, but you give them pick. You got to give them picks.
Give them Dort.
Man, please, I'm hanging up the phone. Oh, give me Dort and Holmgren.
Yeah,
and picks.
Yeah, I mean, and because Oklahoma City has like 50 draft picks.
Yeah. But I mean, Giannis over there would be.
That'd be crazy.
Well, that's
SGA and Giannis.
They would be a dynasty, I think.
Yeah,
they would.
But you're all still skipping over them double L's in LA, boy. Luka and LeGoat. And then when the Austin Reeves come back.
Well, speaking of Reeves, actually, I wanted to hear what you thought about this, Dre. So, Rich Paul was, I think, just brought it up very recently, talking about that the Lakers should trade Austin Reeves
for
like a Jaren Jackson or somebody. Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson. That was, I think, the idea that came out.
Jermaine Jackson or Jaren Jackson?
Jaren.
Bro, no. We got Ayton, right? And to me, Ayton, I mean, no. I mean, I like Rich Paul, and everybody, has their opinions, but no. I heard Biggie Cousins say trade him for what's my guy's name in Phoenix? The Tasmanian Devil.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Tasmanian.
I think we're going to get Keon Ellis from Sacramento.
It would be basically Alex Caruso revisited if they got rid of Reeves again.
And that was a mistake. And I don't think we get rid of Reeves.
I mean, I hope for your guys' sake you don't.
No.
It wouldn't be a good idea.
But, I mean, who's traded? I'm trading Rui. I'm trading Gabe Vincent. I'm trading Vanderbilt, because I'm looking at the game. She's shooting threes way off mark, right? He's supposed to be a defender, and that's what we lacking. You know what I mean? So, no, but not for Jaren Jackson. No, Jaren Jackson and John Morant, yeah, but not just Jaren Jackson. Also, Reeves can go. No, I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. So, to round it out though, Dre, just to change subjects a little bit. I know this is a different change. We're gonna get away from sports. You were well, kind of in sports. You were in the real estate industry for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did some big deals with some pretty big clients and some reputable names in the league. But right now, recently, have you seen, like, can you give me, I don't know, 3 spots that you've seen were just the most amazing, either the best deals, amazing cribs, whatever, that's recently been bought by any of those?
Okay, please forgive me.
Uh-oh.
But look, go got a crib. Got a crib, right?
Which one?
Out of the 3,
Yeah.
just call it A. I don't know which one it is, but he bought the properties and torn down. That dude got a crib.
Oh, Brentwood.
Yes, and then AD has a nice crib too. I saw in LA, very very nice. And then my boy Matrix in Dallas. Matrix got a nice crib in Dallas. I saw. And Matrix, I love the Matrix, man. I sold him his first house. And, that's my guy. He always talk third person shit. The Matrix, shit.
He calls
Matrix about to go over there and get him something to eat, man. That's my guy though. But I love the Matrix. But he has check it out. I think it's on YouTube. We got a crib. I think it's a nice crib in Dallas. I think it's like $4 or $5 million, but he got some acres and. Sean's a good guy, man. He's a good, clean guy, but he got a crib. So on the top of my head, I would say those 3.
Would you say Sean Marion's house is the best out of all of them as far as aesthetics wise? I mean, I know it's in Dallas, so he get a lot more, bang for his buck out there.
Let go.
Of course.
Let go.
Why am I even asking? Why did I even ask?
I mean, Lego got a crib, man. Y'all look it up, man. Lego got a crib, man. Got a crib.
No, it's nice. It is nice.
He got a crib.
It's nice up there in the hills, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, he got a crib.
And when you first started doing real estate, like what even drove you to get into that?
I was just trying to find a niche. My uncle and my good buddy, my mentor, Kyle Franklin, they did real estate. And, I saw Kyle work with a lot of athletes and saw how he maneuvered. And I just remember when Phoenix was courting Penny from Orlando, we were all at dinner. And I was in real estate school, and I just asked his agent. So I was like, yo, so if Penny comes, can I do the deal? They're like, yeah. I remember when he was coming, I got nervous. Like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Because I was just like 2 weeks out of real estate school. So I didn't know what I was doing. And so I called. And, that competitive drive wasn't there yet, because I almost was about to let it go. Like, just
because you were so nervous?
Yeah, like maybe I should call, maybe I shouldn't. So when I called, it was like, yeah, you got it. I was like, oh shit. And so just that was a learning process for me as well. But then I thought after that every athlete was going to buy homes for me. And I remember being at a baseball game with TJ Pops and Rodney Rogers had just signed with the team. And I was like, yeah, he go call, even though I didn't know him. Like,
yeah, he was
yeah, I was like, yeah. And I remember him saying that I'm going to look at houses. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Yeah, like you didn't call. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to call me. Penny. You know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? And so I had to learn how to, talk to the right people, introduce myself, let people know, like I sold real estate. So that was my identity, So, and then, through the years, meeting agents and people, you networking, you had the time to let everybody know what you did because then, it was so competitive. And after that, I remember some guy came out. It was funny because I'm not gonna say his name, but I took a player out, and I knew him too. Um, and I took him out to look at places, and he's like, I don't know. And then at the gym that I went to in Scottsdale, this guy comes through walking, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm representing such and such." I'm like, "I took the motherfucker look at houses yesterday,"
Yeah.
and he was kind of like throwing it into my face, so I got mad, like, and then I had to kind of like, all right, well, I got to tighten my shit up, And some things, I lost some deals. I lost, Brandy and Quentin Richardson. That one hurt to this day.
Yeah.
But
you want to get into that, or are we gonna save that for later?
I'll tell it real quick. Quentin that came over from the Clippers, took him to go look at a few houses, and he was like, "Yeah, So he told me, at the time, I don't know if I should say this, but his fiance was Brandy. So then she came, and her first thing was like, I want to live in Pinnacle Peak. And I was like, Pinnacle Peak, far from the arena, like it's far. And so I was showing them stuff, and then eventually we went up to Pinnacle Peak, and they saw a house that they really liked. And there's like another acre they were going to buy, which was going to be another $1 million. So it was like $7 million deal with a close in 2 weeks. So I have, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Right? 2-week close, $7 million deal. We went up there like 3 or 4 times at night to look at it. We took a limo up there a couple times, drinking wine and shit.
Fancy.
Yeah, fancy, right? Shit. And so the day that she had her mom come out, we all looked at the house. I mean, we looked at the house like 7 times, 8 times. It was a beautiful house, but it was in Pinnacle Peak, which is a 40-minute drive. And on game days, you got to go to the arena twice, shoot around and game. And I remember I was dropping them off at the hotel, and they were like, "Oh, it's this builder here to meet Q." And I was like, "He was like, you want to come?" I was like, "Nah, I got this. I'll call y'all tomorrow at 10. Get this contract done." And the next morning, I went to like 10:05. Okay, call right at 10. Voicemail. Okay, 10:10. Voicemail. 10:15. Voicemail. I'm getting the voicemail. I'm like, "Hey," right? Because I didn't spend half that commission in my head already. I went down a Range Rover. The dude was like, "You talk to the finance guy?" I'm like, "No, I'm a cash guy." You talking to the finance guy? Come here, if I get that one next week, cash, right? Big Eddie. He's like, "You want to talk to the finance guy for what?"
Yeah. We don't talk
right?
to him.
Talk to him. You talk to the finance guy, right? You work with him. You talk to him. And so, like a couple hours later, Q called and he was like, "Yeah, hey, man. Like I'm sitting here with B, and she's upset too, but I'm like, what?" And he was like, "Well, the builder, which was a smart move, they were just getting into the building game. They had a house that they just built. They let them live in that house, and the rent that they're paying in that house, they let that go towards a build that they a house that they designed, that they built specifically for them.
Yeah.
In Paradise Valley.
Okay.
Better deal, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, and I couldn't say nothing because that was a better deal,
Back doors.
So I'm back. I want to talk to the finance guy at Range Rover now. What'd you say his name is? Yeah. Tell him I'll be there in about 3 months after this next deal because no longer cash. My credit score is, I want to talk to Tom.
Yeah.
That one, and some things, you got to kind of find ways to make deals and, keep your clientele. A lot of people ain't happy to see you do that, especially being young and black and, period, So that was probably my, biggest heartbreak was that one. Because that one, like I said, I spent half that money in my head already.
Yeah, it was there. I was like, damn.
So, and then Q got traded that same year.
Yeah.
I think him and Rodney got traded to Boston. I can't remember. So I don't, when they say Pinnacle Peak, I don't, even in Wayne Exhale, I just don't want to hear about Pinnacle Peak no more. No more. But then, you take your wins and losses. Some of them, that was a few $100,000. Just.
Yeah. So last question, as far as the real estate goes, was the penny deal your biggest?
No. My biggest deal actually was Jason.
Oh, okay.
Like, above 6, almost 7.
How does it feel, right? How does it feel when that, or how did you feel? Let's go to the penny deal though. How did you feel when that penny deal hit? Because that was your first deal ever. I mean, that's crazy for a real estate agent. First deal to be a multi-million-dollar home to an NBA player. How did that feel when you signed that? Deposit came, or check came, however it worked. Yeah.
Honestly, fucked, because I had another agent help me because I didn't know what I was doing. He's like, I should get half the commission. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? They had to pay, my referral. And after I got my check, I was like, cool. Then I thought about it after day. I was like, I should have got more than this. You know what I mean? But I was blessed for the opportunity. Penny was a great guy. Shout out to Penny for working with me, knew when I was my first deal. House was on MTV Cribs. House was nice, man. That was a nice, Penny that was a nice big house. It was like 12,000 square feet.
Damn.
We had a locker room, apartments on the property. That place was nice. And Penny was like Randy Moss, straight cash on me. So when you got a cash buyer, you talk to other agents like, oh, it'll be cash deal. Like, oh yeah, we'll be paying cash. We'll wire it.
Yeah.
You act like you got the money. Like, all right, yeah, we'll probably just wire that to the bank.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get the docs signed and all that shit. Like, yeah, cash. So cash buyer he bought that house from Matt Williams too, the former baseball player. So that was that wasn't my biggest deal, but I'm not bragging, but that was my first and probably my most precious, just because who it was and my first one, and people were making a stink out of it at my company at the time. Like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
I was the only black in my company too at that time.
So they were
I
really
was 25, so they're like, I had a lot of friends then, and a lot of people a lot of people didn't like that either, because they could tell I was new out of school. So
yeah.
But at the time I took I did tours. I took as much information as I could because I knew I was like in a fishbowl. So I made sure to learn everything and give it a good mentor. Like I said, Kyle Franklin, Michael Clark. They had a real estate company here in the Bay Area. I remember they came down after the deal and, kind of they had dinner with me and kind of celebrated me, which was big to me because I looked up to. He was too young, Josh, but Michael Clark and A. Marguerite, they own properties here in Seattle and they were big in real estate. So, like I said, plus I was trying to find my niche because everybody, what's Andre going to do? What's he doing? Where's he going to work? What's going on with him all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I know TJ, you know how they feel like, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody they're all of a sudden concerned about you. And
well, yeah, because you want to make sure that you're headed in the right direction and doing the right things.
Yeah, but some of those people, they don't care. They just want to,
Well, yeah, some people want to see what you're doing because they're like, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be big. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
You know what? You're not that smart. You know what I mean? Like they go throw a lot of bombs.
Oh yeah, they'll throw some people. They'll throw some big words at you that they don't even know how to pronounce. And,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people they don't have the faith in you, or they'll tell you, oh, you just do that because you're such and such. I mean, you do got to kind of maneuver and I did build some relationships and learned how to network. I think those losses helped me obviously, you know, maneuver and kind of be creative with things too.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's insightful. And that's one thing that I can say to everybody watching. You come watch Kid and Dre, sit down, check us out. We're gonna touch everything that we can. We got a lot of information, a lot of knowledge here.
We're gonna speak on. We're not gonna touch anything.
No Ricky Walls. No Ricky Walls. My bad, Joe. My bad. Yeah. So man. Anything else, man, before we get out of here? Anything else y'all want to say to anybody watching?
One thing, and when the players hand the kids the jerseys, y'all adults let the kids have them jerseys, man. I mean, god damn. I saw the lady in Minnesota when Anthony Edwards gave, and the dude said to the lady, "Hey, that's for the little kid." And the lady was like this. Like, she don't see no kid. The kid was sitting like 2 seats from her, right?
Yeah.
Y'all look at the video. She act like she didn't see no kid. Then she looked at her phone. Then she started folding the jersey. Right? And she folded the motherfucker this way. Then she folded it that way. And then she looked at her phone. And the bitch was looking confused. She's like, where am I? Right? And I'm like, lady, get that little kid that jersey. Go buy one. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that to the little kid. Because that be my kid, I came and bust you in your shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's for my kid, We don't give it up. We throwing down. Like, don't do that to no kids. You know what I mean? If you throw something, give it to the kids. You know what I mean? That's who, players and people intend to give the stuff to, because the kids are, that's something that lasts them a lifetime. So, not be like, well, what happened to you? I remember when I was 8 and I went to the game and this lady took my jersey. Fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
it was Grant Hill for me, so I get it.
Yeah, she wouldn't have made it out that seat. We would have caught her ass at the end of the row. Like, hey, we need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, we're jacking her. Like, you know what we need?
What?
Number 5. We need that number 5 white. Need that Edwards on the back. Yeah, get that shit up. That's for a little shorty right there. Get that to her, man. You want all your shit? Get a jersey.
Don't do that, man. No taking jerseys from the kids, y'all. Have some etiquette around here. Have some class.
Yeah, I mean, might as well take their food and drink there. I mean, don't do that to the little babies. Don't do that. I love kids, so don't do that.
TJ, you got anything, man? Let anybody watching know?
Just keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. We're having fun, and there's a lot of interesting things happening in the NBA and just also in the world.
Yeah.
But I think that it's good to be able to sit down and talk like this and laugh. Most importantly, laugh at the things that we notice, and I think that it'll be. Hopefully nothing too crazy is said here in the next week before we speak next.
Yeah, well, we'll be back at y'all next week. Hey, drop a comment. Let us know who you guys want us to talk to. We got some guests coming up for you, but let us know what you guys think too. Till next time, y'all. We out.